Hello students, myself Sonal teacher and I welcome you all in computer class. So students, in last lecture we have completed our first chapter, that is means of communication. Right. So today we are going to start with our second chapter on page number 11, knowledge of computers. Since in this lesson we are going to learn about parts and peripherals of computer, types of computer, merits of computer and uses of computer. So students, let's start with our second chapter on page number 11, knowledge of computers. In the modern age, it is highly significant that we learn about computers. Computers have become an integral part of people's lives, making life simpler and convenient. So students, nowadays computer is an essential part of our life to make our life simple and convenient. So let's learn parts of computer, parts and peripherals of a computer. A computer accepts data, information or instructions, process it, gives result and store the result as well. So computer accepts data from the user in the form of information or instructions and it processes it and gives the result, and after giving the result, if you want to store the result, you can store the result also. But have you ever wondered how does the computer manages to do all these tasks? All these functions are performed by different parts and peripherals of the computer. So students, all these different functions are performed by different parts of computer for giving information or instruction, for processing and for showing the results. Computer use the different parts. These parts work together as a team. So this all parts of computer, they worked as a team. Let us take a quick look at the important parts and peripherals of a computer device as shown in figure 2.1. So let's take a look. So first is printer. This is microphone, scanner. With the help of printout, you can take printout in color or black and white. With the help of microphone, you can record your voice or you can give instructions orally. Scanner help us to scan documents. Next is monitor. With the help of monitor, it help us to show the results. Then speakers are there. It help us to listen music or sound. Then keyboard help us for typing and to give instructions or information to the computer. Next, this is cabinet, which help us to process our instructions. This is CPU, which is located inside into this cabinet. Next is mouse. With the help of mouse, we can select any kind of folder, document. It helps us to open any kind of folder, browser. So these are the parts and peripheral of computer. The computer parts are broadly categorized into three groups: input devices, processing devices and output devices. So students, computer parts are categorized into three groups. First is input devices, processing devices and output devices. A peripheral is a device that is used to give information to or get information from the computer. So peripheral is the device which help us to give information to computer and get information from the computer. There are two different types of peripherals. One is input devices which interact or send data to the computer, and output devices which provide result to the user from the computer. With the help of input devices, we can give information or instruction to the computer, and with the help of output devices, we can see the result on the monitor. So basically students, computer parts are categorized in three groups, that are input devices, processing devices and output devices. And peripherals are categorized into two types, that is input devices which help us to give instruction and information to the computer, and output device which help us to provide results. We learn about this input and output devices and also about the processing devices. So in this lesson we are going to learn about input devices, output devices and processing device. So students, now turn your page and page number 12. You can see they have shown us a diagram. Right here they have written different parts of computers and the three categories of computer parts: input device, processing device and output device. So which are the input devices? Input devices: mouse, keyboard, scanner and microphone. These are the input devices which with the help of these devices we can give instruction and information to the computer. Next is processing devices: CPU, motherboard and memory. So they help computer for processing the instructions. Next, output devices: monitor, printer and speakers. With the help of this output devices we can see the result. So now just start with the first parts of first category of the computer parts, that is input devices. In input devices helps you give instructions or feed data into computer. With the help of input devices you can feed data into computer and you can give instructions also. The most commonly used input devices are keyboard, mouse, scanner and microphone, etc. Let us learn about each of them in a bit detail. So these are the common input devices that we use commonly. So now we are going to learn in detail. So first input devices is keyboard. So we all know, students, the main use of keyboard is for typing. The keyboard is used to type. With the help of the keyboard you can give instruction to the computer. So basically keyboard is help for typing, and with the help of keyboard you can give instruction to the computer. You can see, students, in this picture they have shown us a keyboard. Next input device is a mouse. A mouse is a small pointing device plugged into the computer. It is a small device which is plugged into the CPU. When the mouse moves on the mouse pad, a corresponding arrow moves on the screen. When you move this mouse, the arrow on the screen, it is called as a mouse pointer. It also moves in corresponding manner. With the help of two clickable buttons, you can select any item by double clicking on it. You can also scroll through the page with the help of a scroll button present in between the button. So you can see, students, and we use also in last year, these are the two buttons, left and right button, and the middle one you can see here, this is a scrolling button. While selecting any kind of file or application, you need to do a single click. If you want to open any kind of file or application or folder, you need to double click on the item. And after if you want to go through the whole page which is there on the monitor, so you can use the scroll button to take your page up and down. So keyboard is used for typing, and keyboard is also used for giving instruction to the computer, and mouse is help us to select any kind of file or application. Now next input devices is scanner. A scanner scans an image or text from a paper or a photograph respectively and converts it into digital image on a screen. So students, sometime we need to send our personal document or our office related document to a person who are sitting in another city or sitting in a different geographical area. So that time we use scanner. We can scan the document with the help of this machine, and you can send the images, digital images, to the next person, and he can take printouts of that images as a document. So you can see this machine looks like a same as a Xerox machine, but the thing is, students, Xerox machine gives us a hard copy, but scanner gives us a digital image of your document. Next is microphone. Microphone is an output device that help us to record a conversation, transfer our own voice, mix musical instruments, or carry out a voice chat. So this is the microphone, students. It looks like same as a mic. It help us to record a conversation, and it help us to mix instruments of music. With the help of this microphone, students, you can give computer instructions orally also. So it help us to record our own voice also. So these are the input devices we have learned. First is keyboard, mouse, scanner, and microphone. So they all help us to give instruction to the computer. Now we are going to proceed further towards next category of the parts of computer, that is processing devices. A processing device receives data, process it, and prepare the output for the user. So whatever instructions or information we give to the computer, processing device receive that data and process it and prepare the output for us. Processing device can store, analyze, and calculate data. These devices can store the data, analyze, and calculate the data. So the first processing device is Central Processing Unit, CPU. It is called the brain of the computer. So CPU is called as a brain of the computer because it processes all the instructions of computer and control all the parts of the computer. So CPU is called brain of the computer and it control all the parts of computer. It handles all the instructions it receives from the users. Whatever instructions given by the users, it handles by CPU only. It is present on the motherboard inside the computer cabinet. So as I told you, students, these CPU chips are located into a motherboard and motherboard is placed into the cabinet. Understood? So we will proceed further towards page number 13, motherboard. So you can see in this picture, this is motherboard. Everything inside the computer is connected to a circuit board called the motherboard. Anything whichever there in the computer, inside the computer, everything is connected to the motherboard. The motherboard has a socket for the CPU, the computer's memory, and for add-on cards to control the picture, graphics, audio, sound, printer, and anything else that might be connected to the computer. So basically I told you, students, this CPU chip is placed into this motherboard for getting pictures, audio, and printer or anything that is that connected to the computer. So we learn about CPU and motherboard. Next processing devices is computer cabinet. You can see in this picture, this cabinet we have in our computer labs also. The computer cabinet protect the different parts which are placed inside it. So we placed motherboard inside the cabinet. It protect the motherboard from any kind of damage or anything. The cabinet has a power button, restart button, CD-ROM drive, and USB ports on its outside. So you all know, students, computer have a restart button, okay, power button as well also, and it has a CD-ROM drive where we can place the CDs, and it has a USB port also where we can connect the pen drive also. So here we have completed our input devices, processing devices, right? In processing devices we have learned about CPU, motherboard, and computer cabinet. I hope you all have understood input and processing devices. Computer parts, it output devices. which help us to show the result. The computer processes the data and shows the result on output devices. Common output devices are monitor, printer, speaker and headphones. The first output device is monitor. A monitor or a screen or visual display unit VDU is used to display whatever we type through the keyboard. So whatever we are doing on computer, whatever we are typing on the keyboard, monitor help us to show the result. It looks like a same as a TV screen. Next output device is a printer. A printer prints what we see on the computer screen on paper. Whatever we are watching on the computer screen or monitor screen, printer gives us an exact print of that image. You can take printout of any textual content and images either in black and white or color. You can take black and white print also, and you can take a color print also. Whatever will be there like images or text. There are two types of printer. The inkjet printer uses the ink to print, and it is the most commonly used printer in many places. Laser printers employ laser technology to produce digital print. So there are two types of printers. One is inkjet and second is laser printer. Inkjet uses the ink for printing documents, and laser printer use the laser technology to giving a print. So understood about print, it helps us to take a printout whatever there on the screen. It can be, you can take in color or black and white. Either you are having text or graphical content on monitor. There are two types of printer. One is inkjet printer that uses ink to print the document, and another one is laser printer which uses the laser technology to print the document. Next output devices is speaker, headphones. Speakers allow us to hear sound from our computer, while sound from speakers can be heard by everyone. Headphones allow you to listen to audio privately without disturbing anyone else. So you all know, students, speakers. These speakers we have in our e-learning room, and this is headphones that we use at our home. So with the help of this speaker, all the person who are present there, they can hear the sound, and with the help of this headphones, you can listen your audio or music privately without disturbing anyone else. So now, since we know the parts of the computer, let's learn about the different types of computer. So students, here we have learned about computer parts and peripherals of the computer, and we learn about different categories of computer parts, right? We learn about input devices, output devices, processing devices, right? In input devices, keyboard, mouse, scanner, microphone, we learn. Then in the processing devices, we learn about CPU, we learn about motherboard, we learn about computer cabinet also. In output devices, we learn about monitor, printer, speakers, headphones. So students, basically input devices means which help us to give instructions or information to the computer. Output devices which help us to show the results. And processing devices means which help us to process our computer instructions or information. So students, I hope you all have understood whatever we learned today. If you have any kind of query or doubt, you can call me or message me. Your homework is you have to revise all these categories of computer parts, and you have to learn which are the parts of computer: input devices, processing devices and output devices. And after that you have to learn which are the input devices and which are the processing devices and which are the output devices. Thank you.